Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Grayson Galore. Welcome to Grayson Galore. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyree Grayson, and right here, these are mind map movies. These are what I call mind map movies, and I'm just gonna show y'all my experience or my journey, my perspective, my point of view when it comes to my mind maps. So it's just giving you a different point of view, a different version, a different perspective, like all the previous stuff I just said. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys share, like, subscribe. Yeah, let's get to it. Boom. All right, what's up, you guys? Let me go ahead and explain to you guys how I am building conviction, in the law of assumption. So let's start off with, it's pretty much when you're assuming and when you want to take charge of your life, it's pretty much an identity shift. Okay? That's pretty much what is happening, because you are already, I'm not going to say you're somebody or you already somebody, but whoever you say you was or whoever you say you are, you're becoming somebody different. Totally different. You might act upon the same things that you do in this identity shift, but you don't think about them the same way that you once did. And so the first start, or I like to call the director, but the first start is just your imagination. Okay? How do we do that? We do that by just imagining a better, not just better isn't a good word. So I would say a positive experience or a positive situation for yourself. Okay, let's get into director 2. Director 2 is you, but not all of you, just your ID, because When you're building conviction of the law of assumption, all we talking about is what you want. So your desires. All you want. So your intentions. All you want. So your intuition. So that all comes from your ID, not your ego. Now, the actor himself is the ego. Yes, him. And he acts how he needs to act. So this is also why I designed this experiment frisson thing, because we're going to keep going. So the act is learn what in life you are assuming that disempowers you towards your dynasty. Subconsciously, alignment. Pay attention to your thoughts, but also appreciate and desire. The act is attached to the force, creating infinite possibilities. And so the act itself is power. The act itself is doing. The act itself is the being, which is the becoming. Okay? Well, is to becoming. I mean, that's bad grammar, but we're just gonna move on. So we got the audience. Your audience is just a reflection, but what I got right here is in the law of assumption, the audience is fulfillment, flow, intentions through observation. So why I said that is because your audience is going to reflect how committed you are to your, so to speak, craft, but to the act. Okay? Your act is what you're doing in order to become who you imagine the director one to be. Okay? And all your ID is doing is he's attached to that desire and everything too. But all that comes from is the imagination, because when you think about it, if you feeling bad and if you in a bad situation or you needing something right now, obviously thinking about it right now and wanting it so much, obviously you need it. You like, why can't I manifest it to be? And it's because, I mean, how is that helping anybody but you? What is that going to do for anybody? What is that going to do for nature or existence for you to just be able to have? Unless that's why it's all about your intentions. And if you can change your intentions and the flow of that power, because you can't control the higher power, the force and the ideas and everything that's coming to the ID, it's bigger than you. And yeah, we all know Newton's, what is it, second law? I'm sorry, I'm so bad with this stuff because I'm it's so much, but it's probably Newton's first law of motion, where it's like in any object in motion stays in motion unless another big object acts upon it. And if your little self comes barking up, not just, I'm not gonna say imagination, but comes up barking up force, that's like gravity, stuff like that, things that we have no control over, you're not gonna win. And so the only way to win is to guide or direct that force intentionally for something that you want. That's why it's pretty much like life. Well, the fourth dimension is pretty much the intended, or that's what I like to say. It's called the intended. Why is it called the intended? Because it's the past, present, and the future, but it's also like the force being moved. So it's like boom, boom, boom. It's all of this in one, and you seeing it in one. So that's intended. It's intended to happen, don't you think? If you think about it. If you can see somebody, if I just walked into the house right now and you can see me thinking about the video, making this video, and then walking into the house to do something else, don't you think you're seeing what was intended to happen? Okay, that's the fourth dimension. We're not gonna get into that because this is the law of assumption. But I'm just trying to paint that premise and that road, and this is why it's a mind map, because I got to pull y'all through while also seeking the treasures. You feel me? Like, I gotta do this. So I built this for us.